Imagine you're an aspiring emperor, stepping into shoes so large they could fill entire galaxies. Weapons formidable, ambitions sky high, and resources unlimited. Now let's bring that imagination to the vivid universe of the KAG Empire. This empire, the largest ever recorded, boasts the most massive ships, the most formidable weaponry, and a freshly crowned emperor with boundless authority following his father's demise. Emperor Primus Randus, ambitious and resolute, ascended the throne and wasted no time launching a relentless series of campaigns across the known galaxy. His victories were absolute. From the wise ancients of Sagittarius to the mighty forces of Perseus, all trembled before the might of a KAG battlecruiser, choosing surrender over devastating losses. In the far reaches of the Orion's belt, a fragmented union of systems, largely populated by humans, didn't even warrant a full council meeting under Emperor Randus. Instead, small strike forces were dispatched to swiftly bring these worlds under KAG's dominion. To understand the common mode of warfare in the Milky Way, picture grand fleets facing off in an almost ceremonial array. They'd align in impressive broadside formations, unleashing the full fury of their arsenals while still visible to each other. This strategic approach was designed to minimize unpredictable outcomes in stellar warfare and to curtail collateral damage. Battles, often brief and intense, typically concluded within hours, and wars within days. The cost of losing prized dreadnoughts far outweighed the humiliation of becoming a vassal to a superior power. When fleets clashed, the encounter would continue until one was clearly disadvantaged. The defeated would then retreat to regroup and repair, a cycle repeated until a decisive battle. In most cases, once a critical system was seized, the war would end. However, the conflict with humanity marked a dramatic departure from these norms. The galaxy had never before witnessed a war spanning more than a year. No military doctrine had anticipated such prolonged and grueling engagement. Initially equipped only for brief conflicts, the galaxy was unprepared for humanity's resilience and tenacity. Humans diverged starkly from galactic norms. Forged in the fires of continuous strife, they seemed destined for warfare. Whether preemptive or retaliatory, humanity's response was always all out, disregarding casualties in favor of utter domination. When the KAG Empire chose to confront humanity, their fate was inadvertently sealed. In one legendary stand, humanity sacrificed every vessel in the Haven system to protect the pivotal planet Bastion, proudly bearing the flag of the United Nations of Man. Their freedom-defending last stand, while costly, was devastatingly effective. The KAG subjugation fleet was obliterated, but at the cost of over 1 million human lives for each enemy vessel destroyed. Now let's reflect on a pivotal moment in this saga with a recording of what is considered the most influential speech ever given, the Promise of Vengeance speech by then President Julian Starman of the Free State of Bastion, a rallying cry that echoed across the cosmos. As we look to the stars, humanity has always envisioned a realm of boundless possibilities. Yet following the recent harrowing events, our eyes now only discern fear and uncertainty. When unfamiliar vessels approached our bastion of freedom, we extended a hand of hospitality, generosity, and kindness, the very epitome of human virtue. However, our overtures were met with a relentless barrage of plasma as our diplomats came within sight. From long-range communications, only one chilling phrase was transmitted back to us: "Do you submit?" Our resolute reply was a definitive no. As their ships commenced bombardment from afar, targeting indiscriminately and even aiming at civilians, our valiant defenders met their aggression head-on. Wave after wave, our forces clashed until the aggressors were reduced to mere remnants of twisted metal. The toll was grievous. 15,275 of our citizens perished. Millions more remain unaccounted for, with civilians constituting 99% of the casualties. Even as we engaged their fleet in the void of space, their weapons mercilessly continued their descent upon the defenseless on the ground. With every demand of submission repeated, our response was met with relentless gunfire. Their pleas grew desperate, but the onslaught persisted unabated. To all who might hear this, know this: Bastion will not yield. Humanity will not falter. Our ships will stand firm until those responsible for this atrocity are brought to justice. No matter the obstacles, no matter the duration. Let this be a declaration across the cosmos. Humanity will never capitulate. This resolve, ignited by tragedy, eventually transformed our loose coalition of planets into a unified stronghold, dedicated to safeguarding all humankind. The KAG Imperium, stubborn and formidable, unleashed its vast fleets against us, believing they could overwhelm us through sheer force. Yet each was methodically dismantled, a testament to our relentless spirit and tactical ingenuity. Even as our numbers dwindled, billions of lives lost, thousands of ships destroyed, dozens of systems fallen, the drain on the KAG resources was unsustainable. The once loyal vassals rose in rebellion, the internal strife tearing the Imperium apart. Meanwhile, humanity thrived, gleaning knowledge from the wreckage of KAG vessels, turning their own advanced technology against them. When the combined forces of humanity and our new allies from Sagittarius, Norma, and Perseus stormed into his stronghold, Emperor Primus Randus the Eager watched in despair. His fleets, still adhering to their antiquated codes of honor, were effortlessly swept aside. Captured and shackled as he was led from his throne, he could only gaze at the grand portraits of his ancestors, pondering if his would be the last. Standing before the aged and venerable President Julian Starman during his trial, Randus asked why humanity never chose submission. With the gravitas of one who had seen much, President Starman replied, "Submission is the acceptance of defeat. As long as a single human breathes, hope remains. That light at the end of our tunnel will never extinguish as long as humanity stands. We will never accept defeat, and thus we will never submit." Randus, now known as the Shameful, spent his remaining days in a prison orbiting Bastion. Each day, he watched the burgeoning lights of a vibrant human civilization below, slowly accepting the end of his era and the dawn of humanity's ascendancy, an era in which he was but a footnote in the annals of history. This brings our epic saga to a close, where humanity, united under the banner of freedom and resilience, defied the colossal might of the KAG Imperium. Through trials that stretched the fabric of their spirit and the bounds of the galaxy, their undying resolve sculpted a new destiny for the stars. If this narrative of unyielding courage and astronomical battles captivated your imagination and ignited your passion, we invite you to support our channel. Please leave a like, subscribe for more adventures, and engage with us through your comments. For every comment that echoes freedom, we will cherish and appreciate your involvement deeply. Your engagement not only motivates us, but also empowers us to bring you more stories of valor and defiance. Thank you for joining us on this interstellar journey of honor and transformation.